Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. Another Marine ECM, another MEFI tree. Well, actually, this computer has been here for a few months. David and Karen Stanow, there have been a wonderful couple waiting for me to help them out with their computer. I repaired this computer early this year for a fuel pump relay not coming on, and I sent it back to them. Don't remember precisely how long it ran back, but it happened again. So I said, don't worry about it. Send the computer back and let me check. Right. So I said, if it's something that I did, obviously you will be covered 100% with the warranty. I did a test on him, on his computer. I will put the link in the description on this video. Look into that video if you want to know more of what's actually happening. So yes, I checked the computer and it was actually acting really weird, like cycling and shorting. And I'm like, yeah, this is something different. It was not the fuel pump was coming on and I was having communication and then losing the communication. I'm like, David, and you have to wait for me because it's very hard to get parts for these computers. It was actually one of the crystal components that are not replaceable. Well, I dig into almost everybody that I know across the world because right now, with the use of YouTube, you get contacts everywhere in the world. And I was able to find some that is actually for the fuel pump and the ESC circuit on these computers. And I was actually able to repair his computer. So David and Karen, thank you for the waiting. Thank you for trusting in Mike Salazar Diagnostics. I got your computer now finally fixed 100% and it's working good. All right. And obviously that's the reason of the video. All right. So let me move the camera this way. Oh, sorry, not the camera, the microphone. I'm going to, let me lower this a little bit. Let me push on the display capture, which is what are we going to do now? Let me turn this one off. All right. So a small commercial always for the business, right? Because I'm a small business and I really appreciate all of you that are watching the video. If you can share my videos, so you can subscribe, that really helps the channel because the more subscribers, the more that YouTube actually promotes my small business. So I am a small business located here in Virginia. So if you are just looking at the video and you don't mind subscribing, I really appreciate that. And that helps me tremendously. So thank you so much for all that are subscribing to the channel. And I hope that you like the content. Sometimes you might have a use for my work. I do repair ABS modules. No, sorry. That's the only ones I don't repair. ABS modules. I do most of the modules on automotive, instrument cluster, and marine ECMs. Please contact me. And that's the reason I have the website in here. My website is Mike Salazar Diagnostics. And Mike is spelled MAIC. It sounds as Mike. You have two buttons in the screen right now. One square box in here that fills this form. If you click in there, that will open a Word document that you can fill and then print and sign. And you can send that in the box with the module instrument cluster or where you're sending for repairs. Also on the right side, you have a black box. And that's why I put one black and white so it's easier for me to explain. If you click on that one, that will open your email browser. You can start sending me emails, and then we can start a conversation of what do you need to repair. If you want to chat, then the blue button on the right corner, that is the chat. If you do use that button and I don't answer right away because I'm away or not in the office, please leave your email or a telephone that I can reach out. All right. Okay. Going back into Dave and Karen's computer. All right. So I'm going to open Diacom. I just did a video on another computer. If you are a marine technician and you're using Diacom for diagnostics, do not update to the latest version, the 5.38. I've been having a lot of problems. I spent hours trying to correct the problem, and it was the software. All right, so stay on the 3.39. If you did update on that, you can, as long as you have downloaded the 3.39, if you don't have it, let me know and I can probably upload it to my Dropbox and you can now download it from there. So what you need to do is go over to Control Panel and uninstall Diacom completely. Then you will have to with the link that I send you, you can install the 3.39 and everything will work fine. All you need also to do is make sure that the Diacom cable is unplugged from the computer when you're doing the installation, and until it's done, you plug that cable like that, the driver installs properly. All right, so going into David and Karen. So let me get you on the Sony one. I want you to see David and Karen and everybody. This is the fuel pump relays light. So as soon as I put that on, and it does it right. So that is exactly how we're supposed to do it. One more time so you guys can see it once again. And did the prime. We have 300 milliamps, 308 milliamps. So that's a very healthy consumption of amperage, even including, whatever the lights are on or so here, it is working good. All right, so let me move you over to the display. So we are in Diacom again. All right, so we're going to select the first one. Whenever you open, if you open for any chance and you're on the other side, because it has another side for like the outboards, just go down and click on Order Marine Systems, double click, and that will get you to the correct page. All right, so we are working on a MEFI 3, and I'm going to show you that also in a second. You're going to select the first one. You can just double click on it. That will start the connection perfectly. It is connecting very nicely, and that always select mode 1. And here you got multiple selections. I use always for diagnostics the first one, which is a standard diagnostic data. All right, so we select that and we connect. All right, so we are ready to run. Before I run that, let me take you over to here, and let me go out a little bit because I was using this on a close view for the order video. Let me move the microphone a little bit out of the way. I want you to see, David and Karen, that this is indeed your computer. Sometimes it's a little hard for the camera to pick up, but you can see David Stanow in Georgia. That is your computer cover. All right, so that is all good. I cleaned the computer really good. It was having a name and everything, but it's been here for such a long time that I did clean it. All right, so we're going back to the screen now that I show that, and let's run it. So I should be ready to go. We got 611 RPMs, as I normally do. I'm going to get the zoom glass so we can see the RPMs. I'll put it right here. Gotta remember that I got that circle that I don't see in my screen, but I'm getting familiar with this setup. Trying to get you guys the best look. We got 0 trouble codes, which is actually really, really good. And then throttle position. We can actually put the map, master flow sensor value. Disregard a little jump up and down. That is the simulator, but nothing abnormal. That is completely normal. All right, so we're going to go up to, I like to use the 3000 or above 3000 RPM because that's normally how they actually fail. And this computer is working really, really good now. I clean it really well. Everything is working very, very good. So let's get the throttle to around 30, 35%. And I'm going to move the map to around 15. Again, this is my values. And this is what I always said, don't try to duplicate this because it's going to be impossible on a boat. These are my values. I try to go always with the same values. So if I see something abnormal, I can pick it up myself really quickly. That's what I go always 15 on 35%, 3000, 3300 RPMs. That's my values always. When I go down to idle, I usually go to 7 to 10% on the throttle and 12.5% on the inches of mercury for the manifold pressure. Right, so we can see it's been running for 2 minutes. I can move maybe, or because Diacom only lets you select, as far as I know, no, actually, I guess 5. I thought it was only 4. Maybe with the updates there, they did more. Oh, this is actually very good for me to know now. I want also to show, I got actually another one. That's a check zoom, and I checked it with his history. It's exactly 9014, which is good because if you have a corrupted calibration, you might get a number in there, but that will eventually give you code 51, which is bad checksum error. That is calibration. Then you need to send the computer to be fixed onto OBD Diagnostics in California. He is the only one that can do MEFI 3s and 4s. I can do MEFI 1 and 2, but not 3 and 4s unless it has an open calibration. If it has an open calibration, yes, but all of these ones are password protected, and he's the only one that has that password, and I respect that. I have, through the years of working on this, understand why he does that. Yes, you want to narrow the amount of people that can actually touch things and try to fix their own stuff or somebody else's, and then end up damaging even worse. So I respect that from Bob. The only thing that I have always said is he does not repair computers. He does software only. And that's the only thing I said. My case, I do software and I do hardware repairs. I cannot do software for what I just described. But yeah, so this is running really good. We got around 4 minutes of running time. I'm going to go down to idle just to keep the computer, let me see if I can select the injection milliseconds, which is also, yes, I can keep putting more. Oh, this is very, very good. This was not like that before. So because now we can see, all you guys can see that better from the screen, or if you're sitting on your living room and you're far away from the TV, you can see that better. Hopefully the sound, the camera views that I'm giving you, it makes my videos more appealing. I know that this is not a funny video or anything like it, but I'm trying to show what I do. I think this is a very unique um, business because there's not many people that does what I do. There's a lot of people cloning and doing software, but hardware repair on computers, I don't think it's any other company in the United States. I might be wrong, but I hardly doubt it. And I have got a lot of requests from people that wants me to teach them this, and I will. I'm actually definitely looking and to do that, and I'm actually gathering information because when I do something, I try to make it good, not just to go and collect money and then people be disappointed. So yes, I show what I know right now, and just to you people that are, or to all of you that are watching the video, also the ones that are looking for to learn, and I want to pass along the knowledge. And this is also very important. Young people that is coming up, they want to learn this. Yes, it's like if you go to university, yes, you have to pay the 2 ton or whatever the name of that is. It's an investment, but this is a very good path because it's not many doing it so far that I know me, right? All right, guys, but to not make this video too long, Dave and Karen, your computer is now working 100%. And I start talking and I forgot that I was going down to idle. All right, so we're going to go down to idle again to around 650 or so. Go is very slow in there because in there is where these knobs are very picky. Same thing with the throttle. I have noticed that sometimes I go too fast and then I go below and it says up. That's why I want to go steady on here and then put it around 12.5, somewhere in there. All right, so let's turn this off. I'm going to let it die. We'll see that synchronization that you're seeing on the screen is Diacom trying to reconnect 10 passes. When it does not connect, it will say ECM not communicating, and that is the normal of these diagnostics, right? So the ECM is not responding, so we know that. All right, so we're going to reestablish the communication. Mode prime is working good, and we will do this again. Let's see if all looks like all the selections are gone, and run this one more time. I am very happy to now know because, like I said before, it was not many windows that I could do with this here. Now I have plenty. And I think for what we see right now, guys, these two are all we need: the speed and trouble codes. All right, so I'm going to go up to 3,000 RPMs again, or 3,300 RPMs, and set up my values as I had before. 35% or so, around there, and then MF into 15. And this is the end of the video pretty much. I'm going to run this computer for probably an hour. I will save for my records and his, and this is something that I always share with the customer, is I'm going to take because with Diacom Lab, let me actually show you how I do it. Let me close this in here. I just go over to codes, which is nothing in here. I hit the print and I click print again. This should open this in here. I just cancel here. Let me see, somebody's calling me. Yeah, that's important. In here, I'm just going to put, so I remember who is this for. And Karen, Georgia. And I put, like 3K RPMs. Yes. Then I just print and I will, because well, actually it's not a problem because I have that here. Just going to put, 3K RPM test and save it. Right, so now I save that value, and you see it's a PDF document that I will send to the customer later on. All right, so but again, I don't want to hold you here for hours just watching a screen. Thank you so much, guys, for visiting the channel. I really like what I do. I enjoy working on electronics, and this is very, very good for my body too. It's not really like a hard work to do as far as physical, right? It's more mental and I don't know, steadiness, and I like it. So thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.